You think success is all about hustling harder than everyone else? That's part of it, sure, but there's something bigger you're missing, something most people overlook. It's called God's timing. You might not want to hear this, but I'm going to tell you straight, your timing is not what matters. The universe, or whatever higher power you believe in, has a plan for you that you can't rush, and trust me, trying to force things is only going to set you back. People out here think success is all about speed, about getting ahead of everyone, but they forget one thing. You can't outpace divine timing. You want to know why you're not seeing results yet? It's because you're trying to control the clock. You're trying to make things happen before you're ready, and that's why you're frustrated. That's why you're looking at your life and asking, why isn't it working out yet? Because it's not your time yet. And when you try to rush it, you'll only mess it up. There's a process to everything, and God knows exactly when you're meant to rise. Your job? Trust it. Trust that when the time is right, you'll be equipped with everything you need to succeed. You just have to stay in the game. Patience, faith, and trust in the process, that's the real path to success. So stop forcing it and start believing that God's timing is perfect. When your time comes, you'll be unstoppable. Right now, you're frustrated. You're sitting there, looking at your life, wondering why nothing is working the way you want it to. You grind, you hustle, you put in the hours, but it feels like you're stuck in the same place, running on a treadmill that leads nowhere. And because of that, you start questioning everything. You doubt yourself. You doubt your abilities. Worst of all, you doubt God's plan for you. But let me tell you something. Success isn't about wishing for it. It's about becoming the kind of man who can handle it. And if you're struggling right now, if you feel like life is testing you at every turn, it's because you are being prepared, not punished. See, weak men, losers, they look at hardship and cry about it. They think life is unfair. They want everything handed to them on a silver platter. They want to wake up one day rich and successful without ever having to suffer, without ever having to bleed for it. And guess what? That's why they'll never make it. Because the truth no one wants to hear is that the struggle is the test. The pain, the frustration, the obstacles, they are not there to break you. They are there to make you unbreakable. You ever seen someone win the lottery and go broke within a year? You ever seen these young guys make quick cash in crypto, flex for a few months, then vanish into thin air? You know why that happens? Because they were given success before they were ready. They never built the discipline. They never built the resilience. They never built the strength to keep what they had. Easy come, easy go. And that's exactly why God is making you wait. That's exactly why you haven't made it yet. Because if he gave it to you right now, you'd fumble it. You think you're ready. You think you can handle millions in your bank account, fame, power, influence. But the reality is, if you had it right now, you'd destroy yourself. You'd trust the wrong people, blow money on nonsense, make weak decisions, and within a year, you'd be worse off than before. The struggle you're going through, that's your training ground. That's your preparation. You ever wonder why the greatest warriors go through the harshest training? Why soldiers are put through absolute hell before they are sent into battle? Because without the suffering, they wouldn't be ready. Without the discipline, they'd crumble under pressure. And that's exactly what life is doing to you right now. Every setback, every failure, every moment where you feel stuck, it's all part of the process. It's sharpening you, molding you into the man you need to be. But most people, they fail the test. They give up too soon. They start questioning God. They start whining, why me? And that's why they stay stuck. That's why most people never achieve greatness, because they don't have the patience, because they don't have the faith, because they don't trust the process. Ask yourself this, do you really think you deserve everything you're asking for? Do you honestly believe that you've done everything necessary to hold on to success? Or are you just chasing the fantasy of success without doing the real work? Because here's the truth, success isn't given, it's earned. And right now, if you're in the struggle, if you feel like life is beating you down, it's because you're still being built. You don't give a weak man power. You don't give a coward money. You don't give an undisciplined fool success, because they'll destroy themselves. And God is not going to put you in a position where your blessings become your curse. You ever notice how most people quit right before they were about to win? I've seen it 100 times. Some guy grinding for years, putting in the work, getting closer and closer to success, and then boom, he hits a few obstacles and he folds. He convinces himself that maybe success isn't meant for him, that maybe he's wasting his time, and he quits, and what he doesn't realize, what he never gets to see, is that his breakthrough was right around the corner. But because he lost faith, because he let fear control him, because he didn't trust the process, he walked away from something that was already his. And that's the biggest tragedy of all. So the question is, are you strong enough to trust the process? Are you strong enough to keep going when everything in your life is telling you to quit? Are you strong enough to stop whining, stop doubting, and start embracing the struggle? Because the struggle isn't your enemy, it's your greatest advantage. The weak men, they run from the struggle. They look for shortcuts. They try to skip the process. And that's why they fail. But the winners, they embrace it. They understand that every challenge, every setback, every painful moment is shaping them into the man they need to be. Because here's the reality: if you can't handle the struggle, you don't deserve the success. If you can't embrace the process, you'll never reach the destination. And when you finally get there, when everything clicks, when you look back at all the frustration, all the obstacles, all the moments where you wanted to quit, you'll understand. You'll understand why it had to happen this way. You'll understand why the waiting was necessary. Because success isn't just about what you achieve, it's about who you become along the way. And the only question left is, are you strong enough to trust God's plan, or are you going to let doubt steal your future? Because winners don't question the process, they embrace it. And if you want to win in life, that's exactly what you need to do. Now get up and get to work. Motivation is a scam. Motivation is for weak people. It's for the guys who wake up and say, I don't feel like doing it today, and then actually let that thought control them. Winners, they don't care how they feel. They do what needs to be done every single day. That's the difference between the successful and the average. The losers sit around waiting to feel like working. The winners get up and work whether they feel like it or not, because they understand the truth. Discipline is everything. Motivation comes and goes. One day you're hyped up, ready to take on the world. The next day you wake up tired, and suddenly all that motivation is gone. That's why weak men fail. They rely on emotion. They think success is about feeling inspired all the time. They watch a YouTube video, get pumped up for an hour, then do nothing with it. You think champions wake up motivated every day? You think the best fighters, the richest businessmen, the top athletes all wake up smiling, excited to work? No. They wake up tired. They wake up sore. Some days they don't want to do it, but they do it anyway because they are disciplined, because they understand that success doesn't care about your feelings. A weak man needs to be told, come on, bro, you got this. He needs a motivational speech just to get started. A strong man, he doesn't need that nonsense. He's already moving, he's already working. That's what separates the winners from the losers. The losers wait for the right mood. The winners create the right habits. You need to develop systems that force you to win. You need to build habits so strong that you don't even have a choice. You just do it. You go to the gym whether you feel like it or not. You work on your business whether you feel like it or not. You improve yourself every single day whether you feel like it or not. Because if you don't, you will fail. It's that simple. You know what's funny? The guys who let their feelings control them are always the ones who complain the most. Oh, I don't feel motivated. Oh, it's hard. Oh, I just don't have the energy today. Cry me a river. You think the world cares about how you feel? You think success is going to wait for you to be in the mood? No. The world rewards those who show up every single day and put in the work. No excuses. That's why most people never make it. They let their feelings run their lives instead of their actions. You can either be the guy who works only when he feels like it, who makes excuses and stays average, or you can be the guy who develops discipline, who gets up and gets it done no matter what, who builds a system that makes success inevitable. The choice is yours. But remember this, motivation might get you started, but only discipline will keep you going. And if you don't master discipline, you will never win. Most people don't understand what it actually takes to win. They think success is about luck, about waiting for the right opportunity, about hoping something good happens to them. That's the mindset of the weak. The reality? Success is war. And if you're not willing to hustle like your life depends on it, you've already lost. Every single day, there are men out there grinding harder than you, outworking you, putting in more hours while you sleep, while you relax, while you waste time. And then you wonder why they're winning and you're not. It's because they take this seriously. They understand that in this world, nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is handing you anything. If you want something, you have to go and take it. That's what hustling is, doing whatever it takes every single day, no excuses, no distractions, no waiting around. Weak people love to talk about work-life balance. They say, oh, you need to take it easy, don't work too hard. Those are the people who stay broke. Those are the people who watch others succeed while they make excuses. Winners don't care about balance, they care about results. When you're truly hustling, nothing else matters. You don't waste time, you don't complain, you don't make excuses. You wake up, you put in the work, and you don't stop until you've won. The problem with most people is that they don't take their own goals seriously. They treat their success like a hobby. They work when they feel like it, and when they get tired, they stop. That's why they fail. Hustling means pushing past that feeling. It means showing up even when you don't want to. It means working when others are sleeping, training when others are resting, improving when others are getting comfortable. That's how champions are made. Look at the richest men in the world, the most powerful, the most successful. Do you think they got there by accident? No, they got there by outworking everyone else. They sacrificed, they focused, they hustled until there was no competition left. You think Elon Musk takes days off? You think Jeff Bezos was chilling when he built Amazon? These men work like their lives depend on it because they understand one simple truth. If you don't take this seriously, someone else will. And they will take what could have been yours. People love to say, "Oh, I'll start tomorrow." Tomorrow is a lie. Tomorrow is an excuse. Winners don't wait for the perfect time, they make the time. If you truly want success, you have to be willing to grind every single day. No breaks, no distractions, no laziness. Hustle is about urgency. It's about understanding that time is running out. Every day you waste is a day you will never get back. The harsh truth is this: the world doesn't owe you anything. Nobody is coming to hand you money. Nobody is coming to make you successful. It's all on you. You either take control of your life and hustle like a man, or you stay weak, stay average, and watch others live the life you could have had. There is no in between. You want to win? Then get up and get to work. Hustle harder than anyone else. Move like there is no backup plan. Push yourself past every limit. Because in the end, the only thing that separates the winners from the losers is this: who wanted it more. Most people don't understand what it takes to truly dominate in life. They think success is about talent, about luck, about waiting for the right moment. But that's the mindset of the weak. The truth? Life is a battlefield. And the only ones who win are those who have the mindset of absolute dominance. You don't just play the game, you take control of it. You don't compete, you destroy the competition. See, the problem with most people is that they are soft. Society has conditioned them to be weak, to accept mediocrity, to believe that just trying their best is enough. But let me tell you something. Nobody cares how hard you try. Results are what matter. Either you win or you lose. Either you dominate or you get dominated. And if you're not willing to do whatever it takes to be at the top, then you deserve to stay at the bottom. The world is not fair. It never has been. There are people out there who will do whatever it takes to crush you, to take what's yours, to make sure you stay below them. And if you don't wake up every single day with the mindset that you're going to outwork, outsmart, and outperform everyone around you, then you've already lost. Dominance is not about hoping things go your way. It's about making them go your way. It's about knowing deep in your core that you are meant to be at the top and then doing everything in your power to make that a reality. You don't hesitate. You don't second guess yourself. You move with confidence, with aggression, with absolute certainty. That's how winners think. If you look at the most successful people in the world, you'll see one thing in common: they have no plan B. They don't believe in backup plans, in safety nets, in just-in-case thinking. That's for the weak. The only mindset that guarantees success is this: win or die trying. When you operate like that, you stop making excuses. You stop allowing yourself to be lazy, to procrastinate, to doubt yourself. You wake up every morning knowing that you have one mission: to dominate. Every decision you make, every action you take is geared toward winning. Nothing else matters. Weak people love to talk about balance. They love to say things like, you need to rest, or money isn't everything, or just be happy with what you have. That's loser talk. That's what people say when they've already accepted failure. Tell me this: when has a lion ever cared about what a sheep thinks? When has a true champion ever stopped to take advice from someone who has never won? The answer is never, because winners don't waste time listening to the weak. They surround themselves with other winners. They sharpen their minds like a weapon. If you want to be dominant, you need to remove every ounce of weakness from your mind. No more self-doubt. No more waiting for opportunities. No more excuses. You have to become obsessed with winning. You have to want it so bad that nothing else matters. Most people will never understand what it feels like to be truly in control of their own destiny. They will always make excuses, always settle, always blame others for their failures. But that's not you. You are built for more. You have the power to take whatever you want in this world, but only if you develop the mindset of absolute dominance. Dominance isn't just about money, it's about everything. Your body, your mind, your relationships, your business. You need to be the best in every single area of your life. The moment you take full control of every aspect of your life, you become untouchable. You stop reacting to the world, and you start shaping it. That's what it means to dominate. Most people quit the moment things get hard. That's why they never win. They don't have the stomach for real success. They want things to be easy, to be comfortable, to be handed to them. But let me tell you something. Nothing worth having comes easy. The road to dominance is painful. You will face resistance. You will have to sacrifice. You will have moments where you want to quit. But if you push through, if you keep going no matter what, you will reach a level that most people can only dream of. Pain is temporary. It's a test. The universe is asking you, how bad do you really want this? And if your answer is anything less than, I'll die before I quit, then you don't deserve success. Winners don't stop when they're tired. They stop when they've won. At the end of the day, you have two choices. You can live an average life like everyone else, or you can build a legacy that will be remembered forever. Most men will never be remembered. They will live and die without making an impact. Why? Because they never had the courage to be great. They played it safe, they followed the rules, they accepted mediocrity. That's not what you were born for. You were meant to lead. You were meant to conquer. You were meant to be remembered. But that only happens if you make the decision right now to step up and take what's yours. Stop waiting. Stop hesitating. Stop thinking. Act. Move. Dominate. Because if you don't, someone else will. And in this world, there is only one rule. You either win or you get left behind. The choice is yours. In life, there are two kinds of people, those who settle for average and those who refuse to accept anything less than greatness. The weak, the mediocre, the ones who make excuses, they will always find reasons to stay where they are. But the ones who truly succeed, the ones who dominate, are relentless in their pursuit of greatness. They don't wait for opportunities, they create them. They don't hope for success, they force it to happen. The difference between winners and losers is not talent, not luck, but mindset. A true champion wakes up every single day with one goal in mind: to be better than yesterday. Most people think greatness is about talent, but that's a lie. Talent is nothing without discipline. It doesn't matter how gifted you are, if you're lazy, if you make excuses, if you lack the drive to push yourself when nobody else is watching. The world is full of talented people who never achieved anything because they weren't willing to do the work. Greatness is about obsession. It's about waking up before everyone else, staying up later than everyone else, and pushing yourself beyond what anyone thinks is possible. It's about never being satisfied, never feeling like you've made it, and always demanding more from yourself. The second you think you've done enough is the moment you start losing. The problem with most people is that they crave comfort. They want to be successful, but they also want to relax. They want to be rich, but they also want to waste time. They want to be strong, but they also want to skip the hard work. That's why they fail. Greatness requires sacrifice. It means giving up distractions, cutting out weak people, and dedicating every moment of your life to improving yourself. It means choosing growth over comfort, discipline over laziness, and results over excuses. If you want to be the best, you can't think like the rest. You need to be willing to do what 99% of people won't. That's what separates the elite from the average. Every single day, you are faced with a decision. Do you take the easy path, or do you push yourself harder? The easy path is tempting. It's comfortable. It feels good in the moment, but in the long run, it leads to nothing. The path of greatness is brutal. It's painful. It will test you, break you, and push you to your limits. But that's the price you have to pay if you want to be unstoppable. There are no shortcuts, no hacks, no magic formulas, just hard work, discipline, and an unbreakable will. The moment you start seeing struggle as an opportunity instead of an obstacle is the moment you unlock a level of power that most people will never experience. One of the biggest lies society tells you is that success should be easy, that you should work smarter, not harder. But the truth is, the most successful people on the planet work both smart and hard. They outthink their competition, but they also outwork them. They don't take days off. They don't waste time complaining. They don't wait for motivation. They take action whether they feel like it or not. Winners don't need someone to push them. They push themselves. If you need someone to constantly remind you to work hard, you've already lost. The relentless pursuit of greatness is not just about success in one area of life. It's about total domination. You have to be great in every aspect: your mind, your body, your finances, your relationships. A man who is rich but weak is still a loser. A man who is strong but broke is still failing. A man who is disciplined in business but weak in character will never command real respect. True greatness means mastering every part of your life. It means being the best version of yourself in every situation. Anything less is unacceptable. Most people will never reach their full potential because they are too scared to demand more from themselves. They are afraid of failure, afraid of discomfort, afraid of what others will think. But the ones who truly succeed don't care about any of that. They embrace the grind. They love the struggle. They see pain as fuel, setbacks as lessons, and failure as just another step toward victory. They don't quit. They don't slow down. They don't stop until they win. And even then, they keep going. At the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, do you really want to be great, or do you just like the idea of success? Because there's a difference. Everyone wants success, but very few are willing to endure the pain required to achieve it. Most people would rather stay comfortable and make excuses than put in the relentless effort it takes to be the best. But if you are serious about winning, if you are truly committed to being the best, then you have no choice but to go all in. No half measures, no shortcuts, no excuses. The choice is yours. You can stay where you are, stuck in mediocrity, wishing for a better life, but never doing what it takes to get there. Or you can decide right now that you will never settle, never stop, and never accept anything less than greatness. The path won't be easy. It won't be comfortable, but it will be worth it. Because in the end, there is nothing more powerful than a man who refuses to be defeated. The weak and mediocre spend their lives making excuses, blaming circumstances, and accepting a life that is far below their potential. But champions, true winners, the men who dominate life, operate on a completely different level. Their mindset is unbreakable, their ambition is unstoppable, and they live unapologetically in pursuit of absolute success. The reason most people fail in life isn't because they lack intelligence, talent, or opportunity. It's because they lack the mindset of a champion. They give up at the first sign of difficulty. They allow their emotions to dictate their actions, and they settle for comfort instead of greatness. But the truth is, success isn't about luck or natural ability. It's about mindset. It's about developing the kind of mental strength that makes failure impossible and success inevitable. The world is full of distractions, comfort traps, and weak people who will try to pull you down. The average person spends their time scrolling on social media, watching pointless entertainment, wasting hours on nonsense, and then they wonder why their life is going nowhere. Champions don't operate like that. They cut out distractions. They eliminate anything that doesn't push them forward, and they structure their lives around one thing: winning. Every decision, every action, every second of their life is designed to bring them closer to domination. They don't waste time on nonsense. They don't care about what society says is normal, and they certainly don't follow the weak-minded herd. They carve their own path and force the world to adjust to their reality. One of the most important traits of a champion's mindset is absolute discipline. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, regardless of how you feel. Weak people rely on motivation, and that's why they fail. Motivation is temporary. It comes and goes. But discipline is permanent. When you operate with discipline, you don't need motivation because you take action no matter what. You wake up early even when you're tired, you go to the gym even when you don't feel like it, you work on your business even when you're not in the mood. That's what separates winners from losers. The moment you allow emotions to control your actions, you've already lost. Champions don't wait for inspiration, they create it through relentless action. Another critical part of a champion's mindset is a complete lack of excuses. Excuses are the currency of losers. Weak men complain about their circumstances, cry about how life is unfair, and blame everyone but themselves for their failures. Champions take full responsibility for everything in their lives. They understand that no one is coming to save them, no one owes them anything, and if they want success, they have to take it by force. There is no room for victim mentality in the mind of a champion. Life is brutal. The world doesn't care about your feelings. And if you're not willing to fight for what you want, you will be crushed by those who are. One of the greatest lies society tells you is that playing it safe is the best way to live. That's why so many people are stuck in mediocre lives. They're too afraid to take risks. Champions understand that risk is a necessary part of success. They are willing to bet on themselves, to push beyond their comfort zones, and to take massive action even when there's a chance of failure. Because they know that failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the process. Every setback, every mistake, every loss is just another lesson that makes them stronger, sharper, and more dangerous. Weak people fear failure, but champions embrace it, learn from it, and use it as fuel to become even more unstoppable. Another trait of a champion's mindset is an absolute obsession with winning. Average people want success, but they don't need it. That's why they settle. But champions don't just want to win, they must win. It's not optional. It's not something they do when it's convenient. It's their entire identity. They are obsessed with progress, obsessed with getting better, obsessed with crushing the competition. They don't settle for second place, they don't tolerate mediocrity, and they don't accept anything less than total domination. This level of obsession is what separates the great from the ordinary. The world belongs to those who are willing to push harder, work longer, and sacrifice more than anyone else. Champions also understand that mental toughness is everything. Weak people crumble under pressure, they break down when things get hard, they give up when faced with adversity, but champions thrive in chaos. They embrace challenges, they love the struggle, and they use every obstacle as an opportunity to grow stronger. They don't get emotional, they don't panic, and they don't let fear dictate their decisions. They remain calm, focused, and ruthless, no matter what happens, because they know that in the game of life, only the strongest survive. A true champion does not seek validation from others. The weak are constantly looking for approval, constantly worried about what people think, constantly seeking permission to be great. But champions don't care about opinions. They don't need anyone's approval. They do what needs to be done, regardless of what the world says. They live life on their own terms, and they refuse to let anyone dictate their path. This level of self-belief is what makes them unstoppable. When you truly believe in yourself, When you know that you are destined for greatness, nothing can stop you. The reason most people never reach their full potential is because they surround themselves with weak, negative, and mediocre people. Champions cut toxic people out of their lives without hesitation. They don't waste time with losers, complainers, or energy drainers. They only associate with other winners, people who push them, challenge them, and make them better. Your environment determines your success. If you surround yourself with weak people, you will become weak. But if you surround yourself with warriors, you will become a warrior. A champion's mindset is built on absolute confidence. Confidence is not arrogance. It's the result of discipline, preparation, and relentless effort. The reason most people lack confidence is because they haven't done the work. They know deep down that they are not prepared, that they haven't earned the right to be confident. But champions put in the work every single day. They train harder, study more, and prepare relentlessly. That's why they walk into every situation knowing they will win, because they have already won in their minds. At the end of the day, life is a battle. The world is ruthless, and if you're not willing to fight for what you want, you will be crushed by those who are. The mindset of a champion is the ultimate weapon. It is what separates the strong from the weak, the winners from the losers, the rulers from the ruled. It is the foundation of absolute success in every area of life. If you want to win, you must rewire your brain, eliminate weakness, destroy excuses, and commit to becoming the strongest, smartest, most unstoppable version of yourself. There is no other way. The choice is yours. You can live like the average, settling for mediocrity, making excuses, and wondering why success never comes. Or you can choose to develop the mindset of a champion, an unbreakable, unstoppable, and unapologetic force that refuses to be defeated. The world belongs to those who are willing to take it, so stop hesitating, stop waiting, and start dominating, because in the end, there are only two types of people, champions and everyone else. Which one will you be? Success in life doesn't come to those who wait, hesitate, or constantly second-guess themselves. It belongs to those who take relentless action, those who move forward without fear, and those who execute their plans with absolute confidence. The weak waste their time over analyzing, stuck in an endless cycle of planning and self-doubt, while the winners are already 10 steps ahead, making things happen. The difference between success and failure is not intelligence, talent, or luck. It's action. Execution is everything. Without action, dreams are meaningless, potential is wasted, and ambition dies in the mind of those who are too afraid to step forward. The world is full of people with ideas, goals, and visions, but only a few turn those dreams into reality. The ones who do are the ones who understand that action is the only thing that matters. One of the biggest killers of success is hesitation. Most people hesitate because they fear failure, they fear judgment, or they are waiting for the perfect moment. But there is no perfect moment. The champions of life know this, and that's why they act immediately. They see an opportunity. They take it. They set a goal. They pursue it with everything they have. They don't waste time waiting for the stars to align because they know that waiting is just another form of cowardice. Winners don't wait. They create. They move. They make things happen while everyone else is still thinking about it. The world rewards those who take action, not those who sit on the sidelines, hoping and wishing for something to change. People who hesitate and overthink become spectators in their own lives, watching from the sidelines as others achieve what they themselves are too afraid to pursue. This is why the most successful people in any field are the ones who move fast. They understand that speed matters. Every second wasted thinking about whether they should do something is a second that someone else is using to get ahead. That's why winners act with urgency. They don't sit around talking about what they're going to do, they just do it. While others are still gathering information, weighing their options, and trying to feel ready, the champions are already executing. The truth is, most people fail before they even start because they allow fear to control them. They fear rejection. They fear making mistakes. They fear stepping outside their comfort zones. But champions don't care about fear. They understand that fear is just an illusion, a mental barrier designed to keep weak people in their place. The difference between the successful and the unsuccessful is not the absence of fear. It's the ability to act despite fear. Champions feel fear, but they don't let it stop them. They use it as fuel. They attack their goals aggressively, knowing that action kills fear faster than anything else. Every time you take action, you weaken fear's grip on your mind. Another reason people fail to take action is that they overcomplicate things. They think they need a perfect plan, the right conditions, or more knowledge before they can begin. But this is just an excuse. Champions don't get caught up in perfectionism. They start before they're ready. They take action and adjust along the way, because they know that movement creates momentum. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes to start. The moment you stop thinking and start doing, everything begins to shift in your favor. This is why the most successful people are not always the smartest or the most talented. They are simply the ones who take action consistently, without hesitation. Another key element of relentless action is resilience. Taking action is not a one-time event, it's a way of life. Most people take action once or twice, and when they don't see immediate results, they quit. Champions are different. They understand that success is a long game, and they are willing to put in the work day after day, no matter what. They don't get discouraged by setbacks because they know that failure is part of the process. Every failure is just another step closer to success. While the weak complain, make excuses, and look for shortcuts, the winners keep moving forward, adapting, learning, and improving with every step. The ability to take relentless action is also directly tied to discipline. Motivation is temporary. It comes and goes, but discipline is what keeps you taking action even when you don't feel like it. Champions don't wait until they feel motivated. They do what needs to be done, no matter what. That's why they win. Because while others are sitting around waiting for motivation to strike, the disciplined ones are out there executing, building, and achieving. Taking action also requires decisiveness. Weak people can't make decisions. They are always stuck in limbo, afraid to commit. Champions make decisions quickly and confidently. They trust themselves. They don't second guess. They don't let self-doubt creep in. They know that taking action is always better than standing still. Even if they make the wrong decision, they can adjust along the way. But hesitation, that's a guaranteed path to failure. Another important thing to understand about relentless action is that success compounds over time. Small actions, taken consistently, lead to massive results. Most people give up too early because they don't see instant success. But the champions understand that every action builds on the last. They know that if they stay disciplined, if they keep pushing forward, if they take action every single day, success becomes inevitable. This is the secret behind all high achievers. They never stop moving forward. They know that no matter how small the progress seems, as long as they keep taking action, they will eventually dominate. Finally, relentless action is about responsibility. Weak people blame others for their failures. They blame the economy, their upbringing, bad luck, everything but themselves. Champions take full responsibility for their lives. They understand that no one is coming to save them. No one is going to hand them success. If they want something, they have to go out and get it. They don't wait for permission. They don't expect things to be easy. They know that everything they want is on the other side of relentless action. At the end of the day, success is simple. It's not about magic formulas, luck, or secret strategies. It's about taking action over and over again until you win. The people who dominate in life are not necessarily the most talented or the most intelligent. They are the ones who execute without hesitation, the ones who move faster, push harder, and refuse to stop until they achieve their goals. So the question is, are you going to keep sitting around thinking about success, wishing for it, talking about it? Or are you going to step up and take relentless action? Because in the end, the world belongs to those who take action. If you want something, you have to go and take it. No hesitation, no excuses, no waiting, just execute. You want to win in life? You want to be successful? You want to be the one people look up to and say, that guy's got it all? Then let me tell you something. It's not about talent. It's not about luck. It's not about who your parents are or what your background is. It's about three things: faith, discipline, and patience. Most people out there are lost. They want things to happen fast. They want shortcuts. They want to take the easy way, and that's why they fail. They're looking for instant gratification, but the reality is that life doesn't work like that. Success isn't given to you. Success is earned, and it's earned through these three pillars: faith, discipline, and patience. Without these, you're just spinning your wheels, hoping to get lucky. And guess what? Luck doesn't exist. You have to believe in yourself. I know that sounds simple, but most people don't actually have faith in themselves. They'll say they do, but their actions betray them. If you really had faith in your abilities, you wouldn't hesitate when opportunities arise. You wouldn't second guess yourself. You'd move forward with confidence because you know deep down that you're capable of doing whatever it takes to win. Faith isn't just a fluffy feel-good word. It's a commitment. It's a promise to yourself that no matter how tough things get, you will not back down. You won't quit. Because you believe in the vision you have for your life, and you know that no matter how hard it gets, it's going to pay off. And the moment you truly believe that, that's when things start happening for you. You have to believe in the work, even when no one else does. Even when people doubt you. Even when you can't see the finish line, you've got to believe it's there. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, Andrew, that's a lot easier said than done. And you're right, it is. But that's where discipline comes in. Faith is easy when things are going well. But what happens when the world throws a curveball at you? What happens when you feel tired, when you're facing setbacks, when you want to quit? That's where discipline comes in. Discipline is what separates the winners from the losers. Anyone can have faith when things are easy. But when things get hard, when it seems like there's no way forward, that's when discipline takes over. That's when you make the choice to get up, work harder, and keep pushing even when every bone in your body is screaming to stop. Discipline is about doing the things you know need to be done, even when you don't feel like doing them. It's about consistency. It's about showing up every day, no matter what, even when you're tired, even when you're sick, even when you've been knocked down. It's about doing the work even when the rewards aren't immediate. And let me tell you, the rewards will not be immediate. But when you have the discipline to keep grinding, to stay on course, that's when the magic happens. Most people fail because they lack discipline. They give up too soon. They get distracted by the next shiny object. They let themselves get comfortable. You cannot be successful if you don't have the discipline to do the work when no one's watching, when there's no applause, when there's no praise. Discipline is about creating a system for yourself that you stick to, no matter what. Now, I know you're probably thinking, but Andrew, I'm doing the work, but it's not paying off. And that brings us to the third and most important pillar of success: patience. This is the hardest one, because the truth is, nothing happens overnight. There's no such thing as an overnight success. That's a lie that the world sells you to keep you chasing fantasies. Real success takes time. Real victory takes time. Real growth takes time. And if you're not patient, you're never gonna make it. You see, it's not enough to just work hard. It's not enough to just have faith in yourself. If you don't have the patience to stick with the process, to trust the journey, you'll burn out before you ever reach your goal. You have to understand that success is a marathon, not a sprint. You have to be willing to put in the time, to work through the struggle, to endure the hardship, and most importantly, to trust that it will all pay off in the end. Most people quit just before they're about to break through. They've been working for months or even years, and they're ready to give up because they haven't seen the results they want. But the reality is that they were inches away from their breakthrough. They just didn't have the patience to see it through. Patience doesn't mean sitting back and waiting for things to happen. No, it means you're actively working, day in and day out, with the understanding that the results will come eventually. Patience is knowing that the process works, even if it doesn't happen on your timeline. And most importantly, patience is about keeping your eye on the end goal, even when things seem bleak. So if you want to win, if you want to be one of the few who actually makes it to the top, you need to embody all three of these qualities: faith, discipline, and patience. They are not optional. They are the foundation of every successful person's journey. Without them, you're just spinning your wheels. You're just wasting time. Now, you might be thinking, but Andrew, there's so much competition. There are so many people out there working hard. How am I supposed to stand out? Here's the truth. The competition doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many people are working hard. What matters is that you outlast them. You stay in the game longer. You keep working when everyone else quits. You keep pushing when everyone else gives up. You stay hungry, stay focused, and stay disciplined. Listen up. Struggle is not your enemy. It's your training ground. Too many people see hardship as punishment, but real men know better. Every struggle you face, every difficulty that comes your way is just preparing you for something bigger. Life doesn't hand you challenges to break you. It gives them to make you stronger. The process is meant to toughen you up, sharpen your mind, and build the resilience you need for the next level. If you're avoiding struggle, you're avoiding growth. Every battle you fight builds the warrior inside you. Embrace it, because what comes easy won't build the strength you need to last. You might not get what you want when you want it, but God's timing is always on point. Everything happens for a reason, and it's all happening when it's supposed to. You can't rush greatness, and you can't force things that aren't meant for you yet. The universe, God, or whatever higher power you believe in has a plan for you. Trust it. When you align yourself with the flow of life, rather than fighting against it, things will unfold in perfect timing. Patience is a virtue, but more importantly, it's a strategy. Trust the process, and don't rush things that require your time and preparation. If you're ready, it'll come. If it comes easy, it's probably not worth having. Too many people think success is a quick fix, some shortcut to happiness. They want the fame, the money, the glory, but they don't want the grind. The truth? Easy success is shallow. It doesn't last. When you get something without earning it, you never truly appreciate it, and it's gone before you even know what hit you. Real success is built on blood, sweat, and tears. It's a long, hard climb. If you want something that lasts, you need to go through the grind. Easy success, it's temporary. But true, hard-earned victory sticks around forever. The journey is everything. People talk about results, but the results come from the process. The daily grind, the small sacrifices, the constant discipline. This is where strength is built. You can't skip the process. The process is your foundation. It doesn't matter if you feel tired or discouraged. It's the small, consistent actions you take every single day that will forge you into the man you need to be. There are no shortcuts to real strength. It's the hours, the pain, the commitment that separates the weak from the strong. Trust the process, because that's where all the magic happens. You want to know why most people fail? They quit too soon. The moment things get hard, they fold. The difference between success and failure is simple. Persistence. You're going to face tough days, and you're going to want to throw in the towel. But the winners are the ones who refuse to quit when everyone else does. The road to greatness is long and full of obstacles. Only those who stay the course and keep moving forward will reap the rewards. So stop whining, stop thinking about quitting, and just keep going. Success is just on the other side of the pain you're feeling right now. You're not going to stay the same person and achieve greatness. That's a fantasy. Success demands transformation. You have to evolve your mindset, your habits, your approach to life. If you're the same person today as you were a year ago, you're doing something wrong. Success is about becoming the best version of yourself, and that means shedding your old skin. You've got to grow, adapt, and level up. Every step forward requires you to leave something behind. Transformation is the price you pay for success, and if you're not willing to change, then you'll never see the results you want. The process isn't always glamorous and it doesn't always feel good, but that's the point. Trusting the process means knowing that every step, no matter how small, is leading you somewhere great. It's the consistency that matters. When things feel tough, when you want to quit, remind yourself the process works. It's doing its job. Trust it. Keep grinding. Trusting the process isn't about instant gratification. It's about having the faith to keep going even when the rewards are nowhere in sight. Success is built in the trenches, and if you trust the grind, it will pay off. Here's the formula for success: faith, discipline, and patience. First, you need the faith to believe in yourself and the process. Without faith, you're lost. Second, discipline is everything. Without it, you'll never stick to the grind. Discipline means doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. And lastly, patience. The road to success isn't quick, and if you don't have the patience to stick it out, you'll quit before you make it. Victory comes when you combine all three: faith in the process, the discipline to do the work, and the patience to wait for the results. That's the path to success. Stay disciplined, stay patient, and victory will be yours.